Hey, what's up, team? This is Xtransbots. I forget what they call them, dude. Jocund, Jotun, Joe Rotun, Jokoi, Rotisserie Chicken. I don't know, something weird, man. But anyway, it's their version of Groove, and I know I'm about to talk about that in a second. In terms of engineering, this is going to be wild. I think this is better designed than MMC's. I know, crazy, crazy, and maybe it's because it's not all built in. Because I don't really see how this turns into a leg. I think it is better designed. Manufacturing wise, in terms of how it's composed and put together, no way, no way. Like this, tolerance is like, come on, man. Like this is all over the place. I mean, there are some cool things like this. You know, when you move this around, the wheel moves with it. That's great. That's really, really awesome. But stuff like that, yeah, too loose. And this thing, like not snapping in place, those are kind of problematic. And then the blasters, they just don't stay put. It's just way too loose. And so that's kind of a problem with the manufacturing, not necessarily with engineering. And so I think if they found a better plant, maybe it's a little bit more pricey. I think if they found a better partner, it would do wonders for their toy. But all in all, man, I'm pretty impressed, dude. And I actually like the colors better on this. It's like not gray, not white, somewhere in the middle. Well done. Well done. This doesn't roll as well, and also the way this comes together perhaps isn't the best design. But I don't know, man. Got a lot of things going for it. And so I'm kind of calling out some pros and cons. This, I'm not a huge fan of, the fist just kind of being there when you see it from the front. But from the side, if I hadn't pointed it out, you probably really wouldn't have noticed it. But I think the way they did their engine is done better. Like this also looks more convincing where the feet kind of sit down. And so, yeah, overall, I think it's a really, really nice looking bike. And there's a couple of areas where you are going to need a spudger. And so, that being said, why don't we start transforming this? And of course, this was sent to me by the good folks at TF Safari. After this review, if you like what you see, check out tfsafari.com and utilize those codes that you see right here where my finger, my fat finger is. I think in terms of the transformation, I think this just flips over and there probably something's going to have to happen here. And so don't worry, there are a lot of different head pieces, and I'll show you all of this when we get into the robot mode, but I'm sure I'll just leave that out for now because it's pretty inconsequential. But I think it's going to do this when it transforms, and I don't know, maybe it's going to connect there. I have no idea. I really have no idea, and there's nothing in the literature about it at all. Nothing. Not a lot of. Yeah, Anyway, so to transform him, dude, it's not that bad. It really, really isn't. And dude, I think this type of stuff overall in spirit, I think it's better than Fans Toys stuff. Like Fans Toys stuff drives me up the wall. Like I would say 80% of their transformation sequence is like cool, but they'll just stick something weird in there, man. It's like somebody serving you like some really good sushi and you're eating it and most of it's good, then you find a bone in the fish or something. You know what I mean? There's something always weird about the Fans Toys products, but this is not bad. Honestly, it's really, really not bad. They just need to tighten up the manufacturing. There's lots of cool little locking mechanisms and stuff like that. And so you can see the little tab slots over there, right? Like right there. So overall, good job. One of the things that I do dislike is that there are too many areas where you have to provide like a lot of force in order things to get things to compress. These legs, they're kind of one of them. But the arms, that's probably one of the chief areas. Another area where I will kind of ding it on is they need ratchets. There's a copious amount of metal. Like this is all metal. There's a copious amount of metal being used down over here, and it makes it extremely leg heavy. And I think when we're going to get into the combined mode, that's probably going to help out in terms of providing the center of gravity. But here, because he doesn't have any ratchets, it's like they're a bit loosey-goosey. And again, yeah, I just want to give you guys an objective take on all of this because, yeah, as much as he has a bunch of great things about him, he also has a bunch of flaws about him as well. The tires. When you put them together, you got to make sure that you orient this part properly because you can see there are teeth and then there are gaps over here and there are corresponding ones on this side as well. I have transformed him several times and I should be able to do it without the instructions, but yeah, I hope so. But in the event that I can't, well, whatever, dude, just forgive me. And there's also a spring-loaded mechanism over here, and that allows this to kind of this to pull out and do its little thing. this bit over here will fold down and it will just kind of recess and go back. Same thing over here as well. And there's a little locking tab mechanism. So what you got to do is not only just pull up, you have to pull out a little bit, and that'll allow it to slip out of the groove. And then you can kind of do that. And then over here, this is already kind of adjusted itself. And so you'll pull this out and push this back until you can see that bit locking in place. Another area where you're going to need a spudger is this. There is a latch right over there, and you're supposed to fold it up, but once you get it in there, but boy, it's hard to kind of take out. But yeah, once you do that, you'll have to push this in. This one is much tighter. So again, these are all problems with manufacturing, not the engineering, not the design. But yeah, but design-wise, ratchets, my friend. Ratchets are your friend. They could have really assisted with this. And from here, you're going to pop that out. And then you're going to lift. There you go. You're going to lift this up, and you're going to bring this up. And as you do, this little piece that we pulled out of the recess, once this comes up here, that's going to lock in place. And that's cool, man. Cool little design. And this is going to be the heel. It's a bit long and kind of unsightly. But this toe, there's no way, man. I'm going to lose a nail fishing that out. And there's just no way to... Did I tell you that I bought a pack of like 200 or something of spudgers because I keep destroying them? It's not my fault. I don't know if it's 200, but it's a lot. It's a lot. And a very specific type. All just the ones that look like this. Yeah. So same thing over here. Oh, sorry. I just kind of jumped into this without saying what's up to you guys. Hey, I hope everyone at home in TV land, YouTube land watching this, or wherever you're watching this, I appreciate you guys, and thanks for being here. And I hope you're doing well. And whatever day it is, whatever time of day it is, I hope things are going swimmingly. There we go. There we go. Yeah. I mean, the toe, it's a tight fit. It's a tight fit and all, but of course, it will aid in him standing up. And you know what? I don't think this is supposed to be like this. I feel like it's... Well, we'll have to figure it out later because this tire... Whatever, dude. We'll figure it out later because, yeah, I don't think they're supposed to be just visible there like that. Oh, it might be like that. Yeah. I think it might be like that. That's cool. Then you just flip this all around. And this bit from earlier, like this, too loose. They should have designed that a little bit better. But the overall engineering in terms of how it transforms, I think it's smart. I think it's fun. And as I've gotten to know him and go through the various transformation, film the shorts. Oh, I also filmed it. You guys seen Emgo's Just Transform It videos? Have you seen that where he just transforms it? I put one out myself, actually, of him going from bot mode into, motorcycle mode. Yeah. And so inspired by what Emgo did. I mean, straight up, like, I'm not trying to copy him directly because what Emgo does is he does bot mode to alt mode to bot mode. I just do it one way from bot mode to alt mode, however it's packaged basically. And so, yeah, I just wanted to put something out there, try something different. Put something different out on the menu, so to speak, and see how you guys like it. Yeah. This part over here, the engine bit, there's a lot of little locking mechanisms, and sometimes it can be a little bit tricky getting the arm to fit in there. And so we're going to bring that out, and there are several locking mechanisms. There's one right over here where this might be the gas tank for the motorcycle. It's tabbed into the shoulders, and this in itself is also tabbed into the torso over here. So after you lift these bits up, you want to make sure that these also become kind of separated like that, and then you'll get it loose. And then so this is where you kind of encounter some clearance. So you may need to kind of spin this, and then you can pull this arm out. And so where is it? Like it's actually tabbed into that piece down over here. So again, just kind of give it a spin maybe to clear up a little bit of clearance. Clear up some clearance. That's redundant. And then you can fish this out. Cool. It's coming together. Yeah, again, just a little too loose. Just a little too loose. That might be my chief complaint with this. And then from here, you're going to fold these up. And we're at the home stretch, actually. We're really at the home stretch. And then from here, what's going to happen is, oh, dude, I got to savagely burp. All right, hold up for a second. Sorry about that. You're going to basically fold this in because that is going to all dip inside over here. So you'll fold that in, and then the foot rests will just sit. Eh? Oh yeah, they'll come down like that. I was like, huh? The foot rests. Yes, they'll come down like that. And then this part, this will spin all the way around. Now, there are actually two ways that this stores, but let me just work on the front part over here first. So there are two hinges. There's this, and then there's this over here by the shoulder. So you want to lock that part in and bring that in. So same thing over here. Lock the shoulder into that, and then you can bring that down. Now the arms. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh my gosh, dude. That's so tight. I wish they had thought of something a little bit better. So overall, in spirit, in totality, while I do think this has better engineering, it's just not finessed well, right? I think that's a good way to put it. Better, funner engineering, and yes, funner is a word now. It's been accepted into the Oxford Dictionary. It's not finessed. It's not finessed. And this just needed like a locking mechanism or something I could press because, once again, oh my goodness. Yeah, that's, dude, just takes too much effort. Too much effort. But it's not hateful like some of their other designs. And then the head. Oh, yeah. Here, I'll bring this head in. What's really interesting is not only does the head have different facial expressions, dude, the proportions for like the nose and some of the other features are actually different depending on which head you use. And it's just plugged in via this kind of mushroom peg, so to speak. But it essentially just opens up and closes up and just pops right in. I think that's a good looking head. I think that's a good looking. The one that it came packaged with was is this one. I felt like the nose was a little too flat, like he's a boxer or something. And then the other ones, this one's okay too, but it's pretty similar to that one. The eyes are a little bit different, like you got different police goggles on or something. And there's one more, and it's the kind of perturbed, I'm annoyed, I'm about to give you a ticket face. And he also comes with a blaster. I guess we're doing the accessory review here. It doesn't sit in his hand great. Doesn't sit in his hand great. So that's another thing that they, again, just lack of finesse over here. Another part that I am not a huge fan of is this piece is metal. And so is, I don't know if this piece is, but that little tab right there has to go in there. And boy, it's a rough connection. And one of the reasons why it's so rough is that you got to figure out where you can exert the force. Like, you don't want to necessarily do it here because that's just sitting on this pivot. And so I'm trying to apply force here and kind of angle it. There you go. There you go. And then this stuff, well, if I had done it properly, this is all supposed to stay in there. It's supposed to sit in there. Okay, it's doing all right. Okay, so this part. This is one mode. Just like that. It sits on the back. And I'm okay with that, actually. Doesn't really bother me too much. But there is another version where this sits flat. And, oh, you know what? I forgot to twist the fist. Oh, one other aspect. This doesn't click in place. And so if this were to get loose, the hand would just kind of hang down. And so, again, it's just little things. But overall, I think it's, I don't know, man. Maybe I gotta dial back that comparison or dial back that take, but it's about the same, maybe. I don't know, man. There is a lot of things to like about this. I really do like about it, and I might be grading them on a curve because I want them to do better. You know what I mean? But anyway, so you're gonna untab that, or yeah, unplug that. And then so this has a telescoping mechanism, and so does this. And not only does it have a telescoping mechanism here, this entire bit, this piston actually lifts up. And then from here you can, wait a minute. Oh, here it goes. There it goes. It's like that. And it stores like this. I don't think that's too hateful. And it does give this a kind of weird look a little bit. I mean, some people may like it. You could be like, hey, those are like blasters over the shoulders. And that's, again, not hateful. But overall, this is their groove. It is a good figure, but a little too loose. Really, really needed some finessing. Maybe some QCing, maybe some play testing, some focus group testing to see how people felt about it. There are swivels in the thighs so you can pose it well enough that the rubber on the tires do like to come off sometimes. Rubber on the wheels? Rubber tires? I don't know. I always get confused between tire and wheel. I think it's rubber tires and this is a wheel, right? Because you don't say rubber wheels, you say rubber tires. Yeah, I think that's it. That's him. That's him. That's him. He's not bad. Again, a lot of things to like about him. Like, this is all metal. All of this is metal. Maybe they just didn't think it out properly, but, you know, does all the things that you would expect. You know what I mean? Doubles in the knees and elbows where he has them, and where he doesn't, they're at least 90 degrees. Pivots where you would like them, you know, and toe tilts as well based on the transformation and stuff. And so overall, it's pretty good. I am very curious to see how he's going to look in his combined mode, because from here, I can't really tell what he's going to look like. And I'm not really going to force this thing in because I had a tough time getting it out earlier. Because look, it has a tab slot, but it's like almost unnecessary. Because like, dude, oh no, what'd I do? I put it in there and then I didn't close the fingers on it. Because if you close the fingers, that's game over, dude. That's game over. Because even like this, it's like, oh. And if they use poor plastic, then that thumb would have snapped off. So not the best. And in order to get that to sit over, you got to get it to hug it like that. And I think it's cool if you just mount it right there, and it sits fine enough. Oh no. I know you guys are like, dude, you're crazy thinking that that this is better than the MMC version. No, it's not. It's not. But I think the engineering is a little bit more straightforward. I think he looks good, dude. Just on paper, like on 2D as an image, if you didn't know any better, like, I don't know, man. There's a lot of cool things to like about him. And on the bottom, you're supposed to add these blasters, but they don't really stay in place, dude. Actually, this one's kind of holding up okay. And these are not the same connections that were used in the alt mode. So I guess for the robot version, those are working out fine. But the connectors for the alt modes, they leave a bit to be desired. But yeah, man. Here, let me show you actually the literature that he comes with. He comes with that card, which is cool. It's plastic. I mean, honestly, I don't really care for these. It does come with an Xtransbot preview and stuff. And so inside here, we have the Omnibot. We have Perceptor, and he's looking mad thick, dude. Look at how big the body is. He has all these little homie bots, though. Huh. Oh, they're little Autobots. Huh. Weird. And is that their version of Optimus Prime that they're showing off? Neat. I kind of glanced at this earlier, but I didn't notice all of that. But yeah, these appear to be all the other Omnibots, which I believe that they've already released. And they got Autobot X over here, and there's the Prosecutor, the Quintesson Prosecutor. This, I think, is cool, man. I can get behind this. And they got a Zeusaurus, Desaurus, what is it, Runabuck Runabout. I think these have already been released. I don't know when this came out. And then, of course, yeah, we have Punch Counter Punch, which is pretty bad, actually. Their Punch Counter Punch is actually really, really quite bad. So it makes me feel like this might be an older toy. Springer looks good. And yeah, man, I mean, lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool stuff. And they got Abaddon, their version of Galvatron over here. And that's their squad. Oh, you know what? That wasn't their Prime. It looks like it was MP44. Let me just do a double take. Yeah, that looks like it's MP44. Yeah. Blah, blah. Anyway, looking at the literature over here, yeah, at the end it just shows you like that. There's no leg mode. Just shows you the cop mode, the motorcycle, and again, just the pictures all look nice. Looks good. Looks good. But anyway, now you have seen him in the review yourself. Yeah. Lots of stuff to like about him, and perhaps a lot of things to dislike about him as well, but it's cool having options. And so whether you're in Camp MMC or Xtransbot for the Defensor, I think for as far as Groove goes, I think you have good options. And so yeah, that's been me, that's been Groove, and that's been you. And I will talk to you when I'm on the move. Let's keep it smooth, my dudes. All right, bye.